All right, we are live all over the place. So let's get this in here. Okay. Are y'all ready to check in? Let's do a quick check in, see how everybody's functioning this morning. All right. Bex is in the building. Welcome in, Bex. It's good to see you. I hope that you've been taking care of yourself. It is the Pink Princess herself. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. All right, so let's do our check-in. Hey, Roy, good morning. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me give Bex some eyes. I don't know, Bex. Oh, yeah, there. Oh, Bex has got a new profile pic, folks. Bex has got a new profile pic. Got to keep it fresh. Got to represent for the blurs in the house. Y'all know the deal. All right. Berlin says, I'm moving up in these YouTube streets, baby. I'm moving up. We're moving up. I wish I had a sound drop for you, Berlin. All right, so it is Thursday, and as Thursdays go, we often work with some throwback prompts. So we will definitely get into that. But before we get into that, I would like to just kind of check in and see how everyone is. So we'll start with some adjectives. We'll take 3 adjectives. Now, if you would like to add a little bit of context to it and add, say, if you want to use like 100 points, you got 3 adjectives. Maybe you want to split it up and say what percentage each one is. Because I know a lot of times we have some conflicting feelings. So you might be 40% happy, 30% confused, and what does that leave? 30 more percent something else. So we'll start with that vibe. Shout out to all of the listeners right now on Facebook. How's it going, Facebook? Just know that if you say something, if you just say hi, I'll see it. And we'll share it out there. I don't see who you are, but I know that you are here and I appreciate you. So 3 adjectives. The request box is open. Let us know how you're feeling. I think I like it on the other side. Let me switch. There we go. That feels more right. Mom's here. Everybody say hi. Everybody say hi to my mom. Bex is like, oh yeah, we live. Everybody wave at my mom and watch your mouth now. So Alexa says, right now I am 50% sick, 30% concerned, 20% hopeful. Hopeful and concerned. Love it. Good morning, Miss Hippie. Thank you so much for joining us. Right now, we're just doing a quick check-in to, let us know how you're doing. Give us 3 adjectives that best describe you at this moment. Alexis understood the assignment. So if you want to put some percentages on them, how they make it go up to 100. All right. So Roy shares that Roy is 25% tired, 50% insecure, and 25% achy. All right. Tired and achy. I hope that's a result. Maybe looking on the bright side, maybe you just been working out. And as a result, you know, experiencing some physical distress. I hope that's the reason. So, Bex, you need to acknowledge Alexis, because Alexis has noticed that you are low key ignoring. You said you were about to type it, but now, never mind now, since you want to call me out, we're going to just let it be. Okay, let me bring this down. I got a feeling. Okay. All right, let's see. Noble's numbers look like this. He's 50% creative, 25% content, and 25% relaxed. You know, in this day and age, I think that when we see the word content, the first thing that I do when I see it is I think content. You know, I'm 25% content, baby. So Retha is a split between sleepy and prayerful. Sleepy and prayerful. Maybe I don't know how long she's gonna be able to hang in, because it is early for her to be up awake. But definitely glad to have you here. All right, so we got Noble, creative, content, and relaxed. Miss Hippie is a mix of hopeful, chilling, and inquisitive. Hopeful, chilling, inquisitive. That's a nice little mix there. And I'm glad that you're chilling. I don't know what your schedule is, if you are, you know, what you have on tap for you today for you to be up at this time of day. But I'm glad that you're here. And also, I'm glad that you are, you know, inquisitive, because this is a great place, a great space to be inquisitive in. Insomnia Faith Crisis has just joined us, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. So Berlin is proud, creative, seeking. Proud, creative, and seeking. Yeah. It's like I said, man, it's very important that you celebrate and acknowledge those milestones when they come. It's not easy to build traction on a platform like YouTube. It's very competitive. So if you, as you feel you build your following, it's important to acknowledge it. It's important to acknowledge it. All right. Thank you so much for the like, Insomnia Faith Crisis. I don't know if we've met before. I don't recognize your name unless you changed it. but I'm certainly glad that you're here. It looks like you're new to Spoon. So if you got questions about how to use the app, just let us know. We do this every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Um, so if you dig the vibes, give us a follow and check us out again. Once again, we are live on multiple platforms right now. We're streaming on, let's see, where are we at? Let me just take a look. We're on Facebook. We're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. You know. All right, so let's see. So now that we got a little bit of a sense of how everyone is and where everyone is. Maybe, I don't know, are we ready to get into sort of the meat of our conversation? We're about 20 minutes in. It's about the right time for it. So let me know if you are ready. All right. I need to check something over here. We got someone on Twitch listening in. Just a friendly person trying to sell sell some followers, I guess. I mean, you know. Thanks for the tip. All right, here we go. Berlin, I don't know. You might find some takers somewhere. I guess the key is you got to keep putting it out there. Okay, let's see. Where can we go first? Like I said, these are some throwback prompts. So if you've been here a while, you might have heard some of them before, but don't fret. These are ones that I think are worth looking at again because, you know, times change, your life changes, you have new experiences. So let's get into this one. And the question is, when was the last time you did something for the first time? When was the last time you did something for the first time? I'm going to open up the request box for you. Think about an experience, a recent experience perhaps, that, hey, this is my first time ever doing this. And if nothing comes to mind, then it might be a signal that you need some more variety and novelty in your experience. If you're not trying new things, it could be a signal that you are stagnating a little bit. So give it a little bit of thought. When was the last time you did something for the first time? And it's difficult to strike that balance for sure, because like we do need our routines. We do need some way that we know that we can move forward and progress and be productive. But, you know, we can also get into a rut and our growth starts to stagnate if we don't, you know, renew our practices and explore new ways to be and new ways to, you know, show up in the world, new paths to explore. So when was the last time you did something for the first time? Noble says, variety is the spice of life. And this is your first time saying this prompt. Cool. Kaloli is in the building. Lowly Needles, how you doing this morning? Thank you so much for joining us. Hope that you're feeling well. Okay, so for Berlin, the last time he did something the first time was gambling in Vegas, won $120 off of 20 and decided to gamble more and try to make more, ended up losing it all and then some. So you said you were surprised by how invested you got into that whole process, huh? Yeah, man. There's a reason. There's something that happens chemically in your brain when you are in one of those situations, It's an addiction. Quasha, welcome in, Quasha. It's good to see you this morning. You up early. Glad to have you here. I hope that you are. I know it might take you a few minutes to get yourself situated, but certainly glad to have you this morning. Berlin says, yeah, I lost myself. Honestly, you didn't think you would. Nobody thinks they would. Nobody thinks they'll do it. I had a guy who I was serving with in Korea, and okay, his name was, this is not his real name. This is what we called him. So I'll say Gorby. We called him Gorby. And Gorby had a gambling problem. Gorby, and I think it's a little bit sad just because they put slot machines right there on post, and like you could go and play the slots and not even leave post. So he would go in there and he would sit there and just play slots all night, and he, you see him the next day, and if he won, he was all happy, but he was always broke at the end of the month. Rachel, welcome in. It's good to see you this morning. Quasha, thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate you. So the question that we are considering at the moment, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Last time you did something for the first time. Caddy the 6. Welcome in, Caddy. Thanks for joining us this morning. And welcome to the Morning Journal. If you are new in here, we are answering the question that you see in the background. We're answering it in the request box. Just put your answer in the little mailbox that you see over on the bottom right corner. If you're watching on one of the other platforms and you would like to answer, you can just answer in the comments and I can share that as well. So, last time you did something for the first time. So Quasha says, last week I had the honor to cook Thanksgiving with my mom. Oh wow, mom trusted you enough to let you in and let you burn a little bit. That's big because a lot of times, they like leave. You get out in this kitchen, you don't know what you're doing. Makes you feel like you were grown. Scooter is here. Welcome in, Scooter. Thank you so much for the likes. Thanks for the likes, Caddy. Quasha says, exactly. I used to get kicked out. All right, Quasha, so you got to let us know, what did you make? I mean, what did she let you, what did she let you put your toes in? She let you do something like serious, and she just had you in there slicing up cranberry sauce? I mean, was you burning, or did you make a pie, or how deep did it get? Let us know. Berlin says, my mom trusted me to make ribs and she was surprised that I did a good job. It's like, hey, what can I say? All right. All right, everybody. Just a quick update for those of you who were here yesterday. We had Rachel, who had a difficult conversation, and it is done. So everybody, I feel like this is a moment that we need to think about. So let me find something more appropriate. Find something more appropriate for this moment. Let's see. No, that ain't it. Let me see. Oh no, here it is. This is it. Okay. So, for those of you who didn't know, Rachel had a difficult conversation to have yesterday. And Rachel had the courage to have that conversation and to endure the tears or feelings of someone else. So everybody, please, just a moment of solidarity. Hearts in the chat for Rachel. Throw some hearts in the chat for Rachel. I know yesterday someone was talking about trying to deal with the feeling of being torn between two different people, and just, it's relationships are difficult. We know that we need and we seek the connection from other people. So whenever you make the difficult move to take care of yourself in that way in the long run, a lot of times it's painful in the beginning. So, you need support from the community. You need people that are around you to remind you that, love is possible, that there are people that care for you. So we can do that for Rachel now. Drop hearts in the chat. That's worth taking a second. Hi, JM. Welcome in. It's good to have you here this morning. All right. If you are new here, we do like to look out for each other when someone is dealing with something difficult. So I appreciate your taking a few moments. I know Rachel thought that I might have been getting ready to make a joke, but I'm not. This is, it's hard. It's a tough situation, so I can appreciate that. All right, so let's for the folks who just knew, there are a couple people still answering the response that you see in the background, which is, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Because it's important that we continue to grow. So Insomnia Faith Crisis says that this is my first time listening to the Morning Journal. Well, I'm glad that you are here, and I hope that this experience is something that's valuable for you, that you enjoy the vibes that we have and the cool people that you get to meet and the conversations going on in the chat. Big Sad is here. Welcome in, Big Sad. Thank you for joining us. I'm so happy to see I'm happy to see a lot of new faces popping in, folks who I haven't met before. This is session number 154, so we've been doing this for a little bit, for a good little bit, and we still meet new folks every day, and I think that's awesome. All right, let's see. We got another person sharing. The last time you did something for the first time, Alexis says that I was courageous enough to stand up to my landlord when they were being unfair, despite their air of intimidation. So standing up and getting past that little veneer of toughness that the landlord was trying to put on you. And just think about, whenever you do something new for the first time, especially something that you've been afraid to try, or that you had, some reservations about, after you do it, you just feel like, you just feel powerful. You've stepped into and claimed a little bit more of your agency and, affirmed your value, both to the person that you are engaging with, and then also affirming it to yourself. Because I think a lot of times that's really the affirmation that matters the most. Who we say we are to ourselves makes a much bigger difference than however anybody else views us. So taking those courageous actions, it reaffirms our value to ourselves. It encourages us to continue to take care of ourselves in more profound ways. So that's awesome, Alexis. Hello is here. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Let us know, when was the last time you did something for the first time? Scooter says, I had a bit of a scary situation at home for the first time last night. So the first time dealing with a difficult home situation. Well, I mean, I don't need to know like the specifics of it, but I do hope that everything is working out okay. A lot of people are under a considerable amount of stress for a variety of reasons. There's a lot going on in the world. Hold on, wait a minute, hold on. Is there, Miss Hippie's got a different profile pic. Someone just caught my attention. Let me take a look. Hey there, Miss Hippie. I see you. I love it. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. So Scooter says my mom was kicking out our housemate and he started making threats. It's like, oh, okay. So Hello has MCO practice, but basically a concert because they sold tickets to the practice. Practice? Practice? How are they going to sell tickets to practice? Not a game. Not a game, practice. Wow. Well, I'm pretty sure that if they felt comfortable enough selling tickets to your practice, if they felt comfortable enough to selling tickets to the practice, then you're probably good. They felt like you were good enough that people could see you and get a good experience from it. So that situation with Scooter, that's pretty serious. I hope that you get that situated. You might have to get them folks involved if somebody out here making threats like that. Big Sad is back. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. The conversation that we're having at the moment, and I guess for the next few moments, is when was the last time you did something for the first time? Okay. Esso is here, folks. Good morning, Esso. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you are doing well. So Noble is up now, said the last time I did something for the first time was when I started streaming Gamer Shop. It was the first time I had done that, and it allowed me to work on practicing my public speaking as well. Yeah. I mean, I guess, taking that step, putting yourself out there. I mean, as a game designer and as, a leader of a company, you need all the practice that you can get. Telling your story, talking about your industry and your passion for it. So I'm glad that you have that creative outlet. And I hope that it continues to grow and that you continue to make the connections that are valuable so that you can have your enterprise thrive. So Berlin's getting some positive feedback from the YouTube situation, which is cool. Rachel is enjoying the music vibes. Yeah, Rachel, I try to make some new jazz fans in the situation, Berlin says I was inspired after coming to your streams for a bit. Yeah, man, this is yeah. And I guess I can answer this one because it's pretty clear for me. The first time situation that is most prevalent for me is like that the last time I did something the first time was yesterday when I did this multi-string situation. And, just being out there on different platforms, trying to keep an eye on everything at one time is a little tricky. It's a lot of screens in front of me. I got 3 screens that I'm dealing with right now. And sometimes I don't necessarily know where to look. But we here, and we're just going to keep getting better, hopefully. Caddy the Six says, I recently started listening to jazz again. That's what's up, Caddy. You said also, yeah, almost the end of the semester. So I know that we do have some students here in college and maybe even some folks here in high school. Yeah, how many weeks y'all got before break? Because I know that winter break gets crucial. You have some special plans for the break. Caddy says, I'm in college. I got three left, 3 weeks. Tree is in the building, folks. Welcome in. Esso, thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. I hope everything is going good for you, Tree. We're just about to get ready to go to our next prompt. If you are ready, if y'all are ready for the next prompt, go ahead and drop a heart in the chat for me. Because we've been on this for a minute. All right, here we go. Hey, Zach. Good to see you, fam. Hope that you are doing well. Okay. So this is another throwback. Attention is the most basic form of love. What are you paying attention to? Attention is the most basic form of love. What are you paying attention to? Welcome back, Kaloli. I got a feeling that we got some connection situations going on. Let me say this, I sure do appreciate y'all. All right, there we go. Make it screen a little bit bigger. Hello says, I'm paying the most attention to my laundry because I need to get it done. Kaloli's having Bluetooth issues. I can dig that. You want to try to get the best experience. Scooter's going to hang out. Okay, Scooter, you stay safe. And like I said, I hope everything works out there. Mississippi says laundry. I wish laundry could fold itself. I don't know I wonder which one. I think we're going to take a poll. Which one you prefer, or you like the least, washing dishes or doing laundry? After this prompt, remind me and we'll put a poll up and see what y'all think. Dank Roy is here. Welcome in, Dank Roy. Thanks for joining us. Rachel's like, why am I so emotional right now? I'm not an emotional person. I'm usually a G with it. Sheesh. All right, Alexa says, I'm paying attention to Harley Noble G in the chat right now. Enjoying time hanging out with my Spoon family. I love it. I love it. So Quasha says, I'm paying attention to my daughter's needs. That's awesome. Quasha's got a little twin. If you follow Quasha on Instagram, she got a little twin running around. Insomnia Faith Crisis says, I am paying attention to self-improvement and healing from trauma. That's worth your attention for sure. Vex. Me. Short and to the point. Me. I'm paying attention to me. I love it, Vex. Quasha says, yes, you saw my daughter. Yeah, I had to put up a birthday celebration post from a baby girl yesterday. And I tell you, man, to be a beautiful young woman on Instagram. No, I've never got like, I'm posting stuff all the time. I don't get no love. Well, just like here and there. My daughter's picture, and it's just a regular picture. More likes than anything I ever posted. It's crazy. Like, man, I gotta put on a wig. Caddy the 6, thank you so much for the spoons, putting the snowflakes in the chat. I appreciate that. Hello says, it's not the laundry and the dishes that are hard, it's the motivation that is. I could dig it. Yeah, I'm gonna put on the big wig and maybe shave my beard. I don't know. Yeah. Or maybe I can just say it's my birthday every day, and then we see what we do. Oh, man. Mississippi says, I'm not lazy. I don't want someone to tell me I'm lazy when I'm just kidding, making jokes. It's low-key annoying. Oh, man. Here we go. I think I missed some of the context of that. So we're just going to keep going. So a line sort of in the same vein as Bex was saying. Berlin says, hey, I'm paying attention to myself, because I deserve that love. My love for myself is more important than outsiders' love. Well, I think it is primary because it's hard to receive love if you don't love yourself. So, Esso points out that G's birthday is coming up. Yes, it is. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, but if you know, you know. Welcome in, J-Man. It's good to see you this morning. Texas say I'm going to master the art of ignoring Berlin. Candidate 6 says, right now I'm paying attention to everything that comes out of my girlfriend's mouth. She'll let me know when I'm not paying attention. I hear you, Candidate 6. You better listen, fam. Listen up, yo. Listen. I don't know how long y'all been together. Jason Dye is here. Welcome in, Jason. Thanks for joining us. J-Man, thank you so much for the like. I appreciate you. Yeah, how long y'all been together? How long y'all been together, Caddy? And are you a good listener? Have you been told that you're a good listener? Yeah, Berlin can't stand to be ignored. If Berlin come in the chat and I don't say hi, he's like, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Oh man. Jason died. Thank you so much for the like. Caddy the Six has been together with his boo for half a year, but you click so well. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Noble says that I am a multitasker. I pay attention to a lot of things. I pay attention to G, Alexa's, the awesome background music, the interactive chat, and many more at the same time. So you have what you perceive to be a broad field of attention. Jason Dye says, I will be back. Okay, Jason, thanks for stopping through. Looking forward to seeing you again. Okay. All right. So the quality of our attention and the direction of our attention is true evidence. Like you could say what you want, right? You could be like, this is what's important to me. This is what I value. You can say that all you want to, but at the end of the day, the thing that you value the most is what you are paying attention to, because you are literally placing the most valuable asset that you have into that person, place, thing. So you are proving that this is what you love. This is where your heart is, because this is where you are attending. So, you know. Yo, 12 times. Yo. See, yo. I'm not going to do it. Glad to have you here, though, yo. Said Miss Hippie says, I'm a little extra sassy today. My bad. Miss Hippie on one today. It's like I'm on one or two of them. You can play with me if you want to. All right. My cousin is on. I just saw. Yeah, all is well. My cousin LJ popped in up early for some reason. All is well. We're working with the prompt that you see in the background. So attention is the most basic form of love. What are you paying attention to? Chrissy is here. Hey, Chrissy. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're feeling all right this morning, that you're rested or that you are ready to get your day started or get, and what beautiful artwork you had briefly. What happened to your profile pic, Chrissy? You had that beautiful art in your profile pic. What's good? Where'd it go? Yeah. Chrissy had Picasso up on the profile pic. All right. SO is paying attention to attraction with the little thinking face. Little Now this is the thing. I love that y'all are here, and I always want y'all to stay on here, but I know I'm making some weird faces and gestures, and I'm trying not to be self-conscious on camera. But I love that for you, SO. Real talk. Paying attention to attraction. What am I being drawn to? Berlin says, it's a lot of women in here. Okay, Berlin. Do we need to? Yeah, so I'm currently streaming on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. I thought I was going to be on Twitter, but it's not showing me that I'm live there, so I got to check that out and see if it worked. Yeah, so we are multi-streaming right now. Like, oh. So yeah, we out here. Okay. So we are coming up. If we're ready for the next prompt, I appreciate your Yeah, I appreciate your responses to this one. Attention. If we're ready for the next one, go ahead and drop a heart in the chat. And if you want to keep the conversation going, please feel free. You can continue to converse right there where you are. All right, we ready. I see the hearts. All right. So the next question, who has been your best teacher and what did you learn from them? Oh, wait a minute. That's right. Before we do that, let's do the poll. Let's do the poll. Y'all can think about this, but I want to do the quick poll. Thanks for the reminder, Hello. I know Hello's curious. So this is, which is the worst chore? So choose which one is worse. We got 17 folks in here. It's a poll, Kaloli, so putting it in the SO is watching. It's like I gotta go. I gotta see this. Put it in the chat. Which one is worse, laundry or dishes? I see your eyes. I see your eyes, SO. All right, so we got 9 votes. We got 17 folks in here. Chloe says, I did vote, but I want everybody to know. All right, let's see what we got here. Because I know that some folks not gonna vote because they sleep. That's cool. There's 11. You know I want to end it on an odd number. Maybe I want to end it on an even number just so there's a chance of a tie. So the next vote, I'm gonna try to end it on the even number. All right, there's 12. I'm gonna end it now. Oh, okay. Laundry, one out, big time. Big time. Beck says you can leave dishes in the dishwasher. Well, so that's assuming that. How many people? Okay, let me ask this. This is an interesting question. How many people have a dishwasher that they don't even like run? They just use it to store the dishes that they wash by hand. Or, maybe you know what I'm saying? You wash it by hand and you just use the dishwasher as a dish rack. Or some folks ain't got no dishwasher. And then some folks don't have no washing machine at home. You got to go to a laundromat. Mississippi says, I got to wash everything by hand. Oh. So, SO's the vibe is different because the biggest reason that the vibe is different is I can't use the music on YouTube that I use on, I can't do the music or to get copyrighted. And, I'm gonna go ahead and say, for those who are watching on other platforms, the visuals are cool. You get to see the kid, but the vibe is actually a lot better if you're doing the audio version. So I'm gonna have to put that I'm gonna have to put that link in here so for y'all so y'all can get with me. All right. Okay, so here we go. All right, so now we can get into the actual question. Who has been your best teacher and what did you learn from them? And the thing is, like, if you've never been in the spoon stream, you don't know that the vibe is different. It just is what it is, you know? But like I can also bring the chat. Like when you say something, I can bring it so that you can see the chat, but then that makes it so you don't, I mean, all right. Berlin says you can't call yourself the kid once you reach a certain age. Hey man, I can call myself the kid forever. I can refer to myself however I choose. Miss Hippie just keeps it all the way gangster. I mow my yard with a push mower. Does it have a does it got an engine in it? Miss Hippie, does your mower have an engine in it, or you got one of them Tom and Jerry joints? You know how Tom and Jerry's lawnmowers were on the cartoons? They didn't have no motor. No motor, they just like oh man. It's got a okay, do got a motor. Okay, cool. Quasha says people can't do nothing when they age. They don't even want us to breathe. I don't know, Berlin. Okay. We got a couple responses here, so let's see what we got. So Berlin says, best teacher is, I'm going to say whoever writes. Who is the author of that anime, or who writes that character? Okay. All right, we'll take it. So on one hand, Berlin says that I'm too old to refer to myself as a kid, but he can have a teacher that doesn't exist. Okay, so let me just read it. My guy Naruto, love that dude. You love the idea of that dude since it's not a person, not an actual, taught me how to be very hardworking and determination. Okay. Okay, so Masashi Kishimoto, got it. So Masashi Kishimoto is the teacher. That's better. Honest is in the building. Welcome in, Honest. Thank you for joining us. The question that we have in the moment is, who has been your best teacher and what did you learn from them? Tree is fading as you fall asleep. I love it. All right. So someone anonymously shared that my best teacher I had told me it matters more how I think about myself than how others think of me. That's a great lesson. It's very true. Very true. So J-Man says that my late grandfather taught me always look for the best in people and never stop improving yourself. Always look for the best in people and never stop improving yourself. Great lesson. It's great. I think the great thing is when these lessons or when the underrated thing about having great teachers is the way that those lessons like just pop into your head just randomly, you know? So yeah, I love that. Sheldon is here. Welcome in, Sheldon. Thank you for joining us. The question that we're working with is, who has been your best teacher and what did you learn from them? So for Noble Ancient, I have two that are equally the best. First of two is my mom. She taught me a lot of positive, and that teaching has stuck for the longest. Second is Alexis. They have taught me even more. So I think that, I think it's really important to recognize what we learn in our relationships. I mean, sometimes we have a lot of incidental or accidental teachers, people who are just living their lives without any thought as to the idea that, there's someone who is following and watching. Mo is here. Me. Hey, Mo, thank you so much for joining us. A lot of the lessons that we learn are not ones that someone sat us down and said something. Sometimes it's just the way that they move, and we gain a lot of value from that. So, Quasha says, God is my best teacher. Those consequences for my action straighten me up real quick. Yeah. When you living in consequence, you do be trying to learn. Berlin says, I'm on YouTube and Spoon. All right, Berlin. Ugh, I see you. Let me put your little symbol up there. Emma, thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. Alastrid, welcome in. It's great to see you this morning. Matthew, I be 36. I'm glad that you're here. You can be 36 in here. We got grown folks in here. It's fine. You're safe here. Best teacher and what did you learn? So for Rachel, the best teacher is the ocean. The ocean flows on even through the storm. The waves are high, but it's just the wind. I find that being still is even the deepest. I find that being still in even the deepest difficult situations, just like the ocean flow. Yeah, I'm struggling. I feel like I need to read it again. Maybe I need to take a sip of water. The ocean flows on even through the storm. The waves are high, but it's just the wind. I find that being still in even the deepest difficult situations, just like the ocean flow. They don't want you to be great. Your autocorrect don't want you to be great. I love it. Berlin says, it's crazy that when you're on Spoon and on YouTube, you sound different. Yeah, because for one, on Spoon, when you were looking at me and you saw the microphone with the whole microphone, that's what I'm talking in on Spoon. And the one that I'm talking with on YouTube is a clip-on mic, and the music is being piped in differently on Spoon than it is on YouTube, just for copyright purposes. So, like, I know, G, I know. Well, I mean, if you knew, why you make a comment? I mean, why you making comments on stuff that you already know? Why you just, hey. If you ain't want no comments, why you bring it up? Ain't nobody else see it. I am also on Twitch. Yes, I am, Matthew. All right. All right, let me leave Berlin alone. I hope things are going well for you, Alastra. Thank you for joining us. All right. On to the next response. Who has been your best teacher and what did you learn from them? Noble is who Alexis says. I was literally living off of crackers and water. He taught me how to eat food and has supported me through my eating disorder recovery. I'm still working at it, but much better. I love that. Than when we met. So Matthew Vick says, why do they call this app Spoon? I don't know. Berlin says, y'all make sure y'all sub to G on YouTube. Yeah, Berlin. Yeah. Y'all sub. Y'all can find the link right in my description or in my profile here if you're not subscribed to me. Because I'm also going to be dropping other content other than just live streams on there. So Matthew Vick, like, why do they call it Spoon? Can someone else answer that? Rachel says, I feel like I think backwards because I don't only speak English. So sometimes that syntax might get you all tripped up. I get it. DJ Prodigy is here. What's up, Prodigy? Thank you so much for joining. We're talking about our best teachers. Miss Hippie says, my art professor in college, she coached me and helped me find myself. Stay true to yourself. That's awesome. Goose. What's up, Goose? Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Mississippi says, make art and love, not war. Those are good words of advice for sure. All right, Mississippi, we'll hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I really appreciate your contribution and your sassy energy that we have. That we've been audience to. I really appreciate you. Prodigy, thank you so much for the like. Goose is like top of the morning. I love it. Sassy pants hippie. I love it. So Alastris says that patience and understanding, they have taught me more about people than any book. So patience is your teacher. Understanding is your teacher. Listen and learn. Love it. Goose is like the smooth, soulful sounds of jazz in G's voice. Yeah, Goose, I'm glad to have you here. I know I met you in Hold Ups Live. I'm glad that you're here. So for Bex, it was my dad. He named me Rebecca Sarai for a reason. He told me that my name is my foundation. Always remember who you are. Whenever I feel lost, I remember those words. There is power in a name. There is absolutely power in a name. There is absolutely power in a name. So think about this. If you are ever in a situation where you need to name someone, maybe, think about what it might, maybe make it have it mean something. Something. Big Sad is here. Welcome back. Matthew Vick says the 19th century British slang spoon meant simpleton. And I guess sometimes, sometimes we need to shake a name. We carrying identities that don't necessarily apply to us any longer. And if you need to have a renaming ceremony, I think it's interesting on a platform like this where you have an opportunity to kind of develop a pseudonym and a persona. The person that you present yourself and the name that you use here might be closer to the way that you see yourself than the one that you were given. There's Berlin Needy's like, Bex, acknowledge what I said. I said you have a nice name. Say something. Rissa, welcome in. It's good to have you here this morning. Thank you. Everybody's got to water. You got to water and talk to Berlin like a plant. So Esso says, my best teacher is life, and it has taught me everything. So when you observe, when you pay attention, your life is your best teacher. But we could just not pay attention and keep going through the same old rigmarole, right? I hope that you're doing well this morning, Rissa. Thanks for joining us. We're talking about who has been your best teacher and what did you learn from them? Matthew Vick says, my Lord Jesus Christ is the best teacher. Goose says it feels like life forces you to learn or suffer the consequences. Absolutely. I love it. I love that Rachel is flirting with Risa this morning. Yeah, y'all take care of each other. All right. Some really great engagement with that topic, y'all. I really appreciate y'all kind of thinking back. And I guess it's also worth kind of coming full circle with it where, yes, you have your teachers. You are a teacher. Coach is here. Welcome in, Coach. Rachel says, they say when you see beauty, speak on it. I love it. So Coach says, morning, I guess. Risa says, how tall am I? 5'11". I'm 5'11". 6 foot and 10s. All right. If we are ready for the next prompt, go ahead and drop me a heart in the chat and we can move on with that. I love that we have 18 beautiful souls in the building right now. And I really appreciate each and every one of you for taking a few moments this morning, or if it's late where you are this evening, just to come and hang out with us and engage in the conversation and do, what might be a little bit of emotional labor. doing a little bit of personal reflection, examining things from your experience, and hopefully extracting some of the wisdom that you've gained over the course of your life, and then sharing that generously with the other people who are in the room. So it's great to have you here, and I really appreciate your presence and your engagement. Oh, wait, we got another response before we switch prompts. Rissa says, my demons have been my best teacher. Rissa says that dark side. Oh, man. So Rissa says, I learned how to demolish them and work even harder to be a better version of myself. Matthew says the government is the worst teacher. Noble says, I learned here. I've been inspired by you, G. So thank you. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, Noble. Goose says you make a phenomenal English professor, G. Respectfully. That's interesting. Why do you say English? Of all the subjects. I mean, I'm not, you might not be wrong. All right. So Rissa says the demons be hanging in your head. Well, Rachel says they'd be hanging in your head rent-free, saying that you weren't great. Of course, we know you're great. But you become great when you work extremely hard to achieve that greatness. I hear you. Absolutely. AYD, welcome in. Thanks for joining us this morning. All right, let's see. What do we have? So we're going to turn this prompt that we just had, we're going to flip it around. We talked about the best teacher that you've had, and we put that into consideration. Now, let's look at yourself. Let's examine yourself and your experience. If we followed you, where could you lead us? If we followed you, where could you lead us? Quasha says to doom. Oh, I would lead you to doom. I would lead you astray. You've been led astray. Run amok. Bamboozled. Oh man. That's awesome. Yeah. Of course, you can address it with humor, but also I just kind of think about it. If we followed you, where could you lead us? So I think that the important thing about the way this prompt is worded is to take into account what your possibilities are. Not necessarily where you're living right now, but I think that sometimes what happens is that we get into a point where sometimes in service of others, sometimes in a deeper awareness of our possibilities emerges when we are leading others. So sometimes our gifts lay dormant until they are needed and they are called upon. You know, any hero that you see, any story of a hero usually includes a situation where they kind of refuse the call. So yes, you can look at where you are right now, but I would also say consider what's possible. Where could you lead us as your best self? If we had to count on you, where could you lead us? So so I would lead us to a Pizza Hut or Wendy's. It's like, ma'am, this is a Wendy's. I don't even know if Wendy's is. Has anyone had Wendy's breakfast? I guess they're open for breakfast now. Go ahead on and get yourself something to eat. All right. So Berlin said, I would lead you down the alley in the 305 where we jump you and take all your money. Okay. Thank you so much for the likes. David. I appreciate you. You're at Wendy's right now. How about that? Them 2 for 2. Oh, the 2 for 2 breakfast sandwiches are good. Okay, yes, sir. Anytime you can get 2 for 2, it might be worth the shot. Yeah, anytime you can get two for 2. So Alastrid says, if you follow a path that I am on, I would hope that you are able to know people on a deeper level, both spiritually and emotionally. Cheers. So Alastrid is going to take us to a deeper knowledge and understanding of people. I love that. I forgot something here. Okay. Two for the price of 3. And deep knowledge of both you and me. SKJ, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us. We got a couple different conversations going on. One is a lot about breakfast. We got a lot of hungry folks in the chat. And we also have a conversation going on about where you would lead us if we followed you. Alastrid is going to help us understand people better. And Goose is going to take us to the boogie down. He's going to Berlin and both Berlin and Goose trying to get us hemmed up. Man. Good morning, Ghost. Thank you so much for joining us. Zeta, welcome in. Nice to have you here this morning. Lovely crowd. It's beautiful. If we followed you, where could you lead us is the question. Rachel says, I would lead you to inner peace. I would lead you to inner peace. Welcome back, Sheldon. Thank you so much for joining us. Follow Rachel for inner peace. Ghost, thank you so much for the like. I appreciate it. Matthew's going to lead you to the Lord. So SKJ is going to lead you to the trenches of Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Man, y'all, I don't know. Why is the Juke song so early this morning? Man, everybody's got the Jukes a-cooking in the background. Can't trust none of y'all. Welcome back, Zach. Thank you so much for joining us. It's nice to see you. So we have breakfast and we have, you know, food. They're trying to make us food for these streets. Have breakfast, have food, I guess. Hey, Warrior. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Hope that you're doing well this morning. SK said, Goose, we outside. We out here. We out here. All right. Rissa says, I can lead you to a new perception to life, yourself, and others. There's no one way or one side. Don't want you limiting yourselves. So follow Rissa and open your eyes. Open your eyes. SK say, I'm outside Ashley. I mean, like, for real though, I'm out here. Oh, AYD's got bars, says, we sell bread, we sell loaf, we got bread on the shelf, bread on the floor, toasted. Oh man, y'all have got me going all over the place. Let's come back to Rissa. Come back to Rissa. A new perception to life, yourself, and others. Recognizing there's not just one way. Don't limit yourself. Thank you for that. I guess I need to be a little bit more intentional about the order in which I share these. I have to take responsibility, I guess. So, of course, Mo is going to lead us to the dumpster. Oh, as a raccoon, that makes a lot of sense. You know, I think that if you still had the raccoon profile pic, it would hit even harder. But, you know, it's still, it's still valid. Still valid. Take us to the dumpster. Take us to the happy place. Mo is a trash panda. Don't forget it. Mo's like, add me on Facebook, G. All right. Rachel's got to go. All right, Rachel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. It's like, let me check my friend requests. Let me check my friend requests and add Mo, I guess. All right. All right, here we go. I act like I'll act like I'm not streaming right now. So J-Man says, at best to a mindset of compassion and kindness, at worst, my local burger chain. I mean, I guess what we can confirm is that everybody is hungry this morning. Love it. Yeah, everybody's like wimpy. Not like wimpy in a bad way, but like wimpy the Wimpy the character on Popeye. All right. MCOD is here. Welcome. Oh, I mean, hey, I ain't no secrets. Ain't no secret. Everybody know I'm old. Ain't no secret to I'm showing my age, of course. Yeah. I made it. I made it this far. So Warrior says, you be led through a series of events that happened in my life and you learned many things, but the definition of strength is where you be led to. Warrior is the definition of strength. That is where you will be led following Warrior. It might be I'm sorry. My mouse is broke. I'm sorry. The music got out of control. I don't know why it got so loud. I don't know how the music got so loud. It's like I couldn't control the volume. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It just went crazy and it wouldn't let me turn it down. It's like it went haywire. Oh, I see what happened. My key got stuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The key got stuck. Here we go. It's like, man, killing us. So Alastra said, you must send me these playlists. Cherry Chew, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. All right. Sorry for that little technical difficulty there. All right. If we followed us, where would you lead? If we followed you, where would you lead us? So we have Insomnia Faith Crisis says, I would hope I could lead you to learning self-acceptance. Dot is in the building. Hey, Dot, it's been a minute. It's good to see you again. You snuck in. So someone asked anonymously, I have a question. How are you always so calm? Well, I mean, I guess the truth is I'm not always so calm. I can be calm on here for 2 hours, you know, usually, but sometimes, you know, sometimes I kirk out, you know, everybody has their moments. But usually I can hold it together for 2 hours, usually. And if you've been here on a Friday night, you'll know that sometimes by the 30 minutes into the third stream on Friday night, I'm not necessarily so calm. It gets a little spicy. So Imo says, wow, 24/7, baby. 24/7. I'm always turned. So Warrior says, I have a new poem for Friday. We can't wait to hear it. We will be back for Writer's Room on Friday. I know we skipped last week for the holiday, but Writer's Room will be back on Friday evening. And after this prompt, we'll go through and just let you know. So Noble will lead us to better things and take us all on a tour somewhere. I know things and I like sharing with others. I love that. I love that. I'm glad. It's always nice to have a tour guide. Of course, you could always try to find things on your own. But when you have someone that can guide you through, it just hits different. AYD says, see you. You know what? It was great meeting you or great having you here. I hope to see you again soon. Tiger PFK, how's it going? Thanks for being here. Shady is in the, oh, watch out, Shady's here. J-Man is heading out. You take care, J-Man. It's always great to see you. Bex says, honestly, I'm just winging it right now, so don't follow me. Like, do yourself a favor, don't follow me. I'm just kind of winging it right now. So ain't no telling. Welcome back, Big Sad. Alexis says that I would lead you to a random location, then turn and ask where we're supposed to be going. Oh, Alexis has no sense of direction. Tiger PFK just got home from work and is feeling a little tired. I could dig it. Hope that you had a good shift. Thanks, Bex. Thanks, Bex, for giving Berlin that little bit of acknowledgement that is so critical for his mental, emotional stability. So he wouldn't like dominate the chat for the next 5 minutes looking for that. So is Tree knocked out? Yes. Yes. Tree been gone. So. Oh, don't follow a woman at this hour. I'm gonna take you to the police station. Don't follow me. If you follow me, we're going to the police station. I love that, Jerry. At this hour, Mr. Sparks, thank you so much for joining us. Oh man, Cherry Chewy like Book of Dano. All right. All right, Goose says, I'm a hop around, be easy, spiritual gangster. All right, Goose, thank you so much for coming through. It was nice having you in the stream. We be doing this every Monday through Friday around this time. So hope to see you out here again. Appreciate you. I don't know. I almost fell into a little freestyle there, but then I realized that, I don't know. I guess I got to mute. I can't really do the freestyles on YouTube with the full effect because they don't hear the music that you're hearing. But I almost was gonna kick something. Mr. Sparks, thank you so much. All right. Dot says, I don't know. Just follow me now. Follow me now. Watch me. Watch me. Follow me now. Ghost Heart has joined us. Thank you so much for being here, Ghost Heart. I hope that you are doing well this morning. If you are new here, I'm glad that you have found us. This is the Morning Journal, session number 154. I am your host, G. We do this every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. We also have a live stream that we do on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time called Rhythm and Muse. Similar vibes with the prompts, but because it's the evening, it might be a little bit more, upbeat, a little bit more in high energy, might have a few more freestyles and other types of shenanigans going on. But we still want to get some stuff done and get to know each other and make meaningful connections through shared experience. So that's going to be Friday, which is tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. And immediately following Um, Exclusively on Spoon, we will have the writer's room. That's going to be at 8 o'clock. We're going to have the lines open. We're going to give you an opportunity to share some of your work. If you've been working on something short, don't come with a novel. Be respectful. But if you got something that you can knock out in under 5 minutes, we'd love to be an audience for your creative work. We'll also be responding to some prompts provided by Cage from Cage's Cafe. I mentioned Cage's Cafe. If you don't know what it is, that means you're not in our Discord, which you should be. You can find a link to our Discord in my profile. It is the Writers Room Discord. You are welcome to join us there to connect with the creative community, to get some feedback and assistance, and find some additional prompts for your own personal reflection and edification. You dig? So yeah, that's going to be Writers Room this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We'd love to see you there. And as long as I'm in the mode of doing promos, let me just take a second and acknowledge the folks who are in the joint right now and let you know some cool places to hang out. So we have Mo, the Trash Panda, aka Mo. Mo is the host of Go to Work and Make Friends. Go to Work happens right after this stream. And Make Friends is usually a late afternoon, early evening stream. So make sure you check out Mo. I know Mo is also on Twitch and a few other places. But Mo is always a vibe. You can already tell. So make sure you give Mo a follow. Warrior is here, who just said something in the chat. Warrior is one of our artists in residence. Very insightful writer, and speaks and shares with such bravery and clarity. So I don't know if you have any cast up right now, but definitely come back tomorrow night to hear Warrior's latest work. I really appreciate you and everything that you bring to the community. We have Elastrid. It looks like Elastrid has a profile on Hit. I'm not sure if Elastrid is going to be streaming here on Spoon anymore. I don't know. But if you click the profile pic, you can find Elastrid on Green Room. And I listened to some stuff on there as well. It is a platform that a lot of folks from Spoon have started producing content on. And Elastrid, I don't know if you know Quasha. Quasha didn't describe herself this way, but Quasha is, I think, a pretty interesting voice actress. I listened to some of your content there, doing skits, and really funny, really engaging. I'm not sure if you have a steady streaming schedule. I know I'm in your pocket right now, but let us know when you're going live and how folks can find you. And Elastrid is also a talented, it's a great voice talent. So maybe y'all should connect. I don't know, maybe. So Dot said they're streaming again. Let us know what your schedule is. I know that you used to stream at like 10 in the morning. It's just like a talk space for people to come in and have open discussions. So let us know when you plan on going live, what your schedule is. And as you meet people in the chat, let them know. If you've enjoyed what they've had to say, it's probably a good idea to stay connected. Cherry Chew is here, my illustrious co-host for the Writers Room. Glad to see you this morning. I hope that you were able to get some stuff done and get some rest. I know coming down to the end of the semester is difficult, but I know you got this. The light is at the end of the tunnel. I really appreciate you. You can catch Cherry Chew phoning for a friend. Just a pretty open, easy conversation. Sometimes, it's kind of up in the air right now. Cherry Chew loves jazz, so you might get some beautiful, just off the cuff jazz improvisation or a rendition of a jazz standard intermixed with conversations about human psychology, sexuality, and why we like the things we like. Typically an 18 plus vibe, so be grown, but go ahead on and show up and hear the sultry tones of Cherry Chew's beautiful voice and have your intellect tantalized. You dig? All right. Steve is here, Hold Up TV. I know the Hold Up is navigating a new work schedule, but the party is at the Hold Up TV. Request Box Live typically is at 10 p.m. Eastern time, except for Fridays, 11 p.m., which I'm not sure exactly what the schedule is, but the Request Box Live is a party. It is a great place to get to know folks in the community through their musical taste. There's not many better ways to understand a person than to understand what their vibes are and what sort of like lights them up musically. So it's really a great vibe. And also, Steve is one of the best interviewers that you will find around, host of Conversations That Matter. Everything is just kind of, we still figuring things out and figuring out the ways that we're going to be existing as we all continue to grow and expand. So make sure you check out Steve with the Hold Up TV on weeknights and on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. for Conversations That Matter. Reality is in the building. Thank you for joining us, Reality. I really appreciate you for being here. Alexis, Autumn Elf, is here. Alexis hosts Gaming with Noble on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. I know last week they got a little frisky, did an extra stream. So Steve is the Hold Up TV. So I'm sorry, I was calling him by his name. His username on here is the Hold Up TV. So just go ahead and click the follow list and you can give Steve a follow. But yeah, Alexis, Gaming with Noble, you'll get a chance to listen to some live gameplay from, Armistice Games titles, So Alexis is the host. Noble is there as well, and they'll be playing through games and chatting and having a good time. And I know you've enjoyed and seen the commentary in the chat from Couple Goals here on Spoon. So make sure you check out the tabletop game stream on Wednesdays. And speaking of Noble, Noble is the host of Gamer Shop, which is a stream about tabletop games. That's every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. So if you want to learn more about Armistice games and the games that Noble designed, as well as other tabletop games and the culture and history of that intriguing subject, Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. is the place to be. That's 6 p.m., 3 Pacific. We also have Berlin, host of Random Discussions, and the host of the YouTube channel DT Dub TV. Make sure you go to Berlin's profile, click on his YouTube channel, and subscribe. He's getting his weight up over there. And here on Spoon, he's the host of Random Discussions, which is basically an open forum for conversations on topics that Berlin is interested in, curious about. I think he comes with, even though he trolls a little bit here, I think most of the time the discussions are coming from a place of genuine curiosity. So if you're interested in engaging in those conversations, Random Discussions, go on. Usually in the afternoon is when I see him live, afternoon or early evening, but you can correct me on the schedule. And just in the way of shout outs, Bex, a longtime fan, probably the longest standing current fan of me and the Pink Princess of Spoon. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for, just being that energy and being that light in the space. Esso is here. I'm assuming Esso's probably asleep, but you can find Esso doing morning momentum and work session. Esso is our queen of accountability as a love language, folks. So if you got a project that you are working on and you want to build some momentum and you want someone that can hold you accountable and just be a, you know, just be a positive influence, an encourager, a cheerleader, a little tough love, follow SO. Last and certainly not least, we have Tree. Tree is host of the Tree House, the queen of the Tree Roots. You know, the Tree House is a weekend stream. The schedule is a little bit different because Mama Tree's around. So just give Tree a follow and pay attention to the notifications to see when Tree is going to be available to, you know, give us a little slice of paradise from the Tree House. Great conversations, some improv and dramatic reading opportunities. So yeah, DJ AA Ron is in the building. What's up, AA Ron? So in case you are a little bit new, just that's a quick orientation. That's what's going on out here. So we got a couple of more requests in the box before we get ready to get out of here. And this one is from Steve from Hold Up TV. He says, I'd hope to lead you to a better place mentally and spiritually while getting funky. We're going to do that all while getting funky. I love it. All right. Last but certainly not least, in case no one has told you today, I'm here to tell y'all that you are all beautiful. You are all beautiful for sure. Don't be confused. So I did that weird thing where I accidentally logged myself out, but here I am. I'm back now. Okay. Okay. All right. say hi to all the folks that are watching. Get back on camera. Okay. So Hold Up is over here. Rebuke TV is here. I love it. Thanks so much for everybody who popped over to say hi on the other platforms. Let's do a quick rundown of the easy things. The easy things that we have going on, or what would make it easier. First, we have Mo says, when I take a Xanax, everything else. I got it. When I Xan up, everything else is, it feels a little easier. Oh man. When I stop worrying about others, everything else feels a little bit easier. When I relax, DJ Aaron says, when I relax, everything else is easier. Yeah. And it's so weird that we need to relax. The times where relaxing is most necessary and obvious, the solution is when it's the hardest to do. Bex says, when I go with the flow, everything else feels easier. Hashtag flowing, not forcing. Dot says, when I write, everything else feels easier. I know y'all hear the music, so y'all know what time it is, right? So Cherry Chew says, when I breathe properly, my accessory muscles ain't tight and I can take a deep breath without constriction. When the way I want to sound is entirely at my disposal, everything else is easier. When I have a positive mindset, everything else is easier. Says Quasha. Noble says, oh no, I accidentally closed out the box. Oh no. I lost y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here for session number 154. I will see you tomorrow morning for session number 155. And if I didn't get your request in, I'm sorry. Y'all have a great day. It's like we still love you. Peace. Say it okay.